It's not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. So anyone here is defined what net neutrality is. Tangled up tubes. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. It's a series of tubes.
It's not a big truck.
It's a series of tubes.
How's everybody doing?
Tubes.
Welcome to Intertube TV.
Hello.
Tomorrow is Columbus Day.
It is. Tomorrow's a holiday. That should be fun. A lot of web series watching to be had.
Yeah. Good Wife is on tonight.
Yeah.
If you happen to lose us, it's because it's a big storm brewing outside. Lots of lightning. If you see us start to smoke and burn, do not be alarmed. Plenty of stuff to talk about today. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is everything going to run smoothly?
Should be. I don't see why it wouldn't. I'm not going to perpetuate craziness and say
Let's hope.
that it won't happen.
Let's hope. Pairings is premiering tonight at Busby's in LA.
Yes!
So good luck to them.
Good luck to them. Hope that's sold out.
Yes, and yesterday, last night, the Once You Leave finale premiered in Austin.
Once you leave. Yeah, not here.
No, it premieres on One More Lesbian on Tuesday. So get ready. We're going to be showing you the
Tuesday
finale teaser here in just a few minutes.
I look like a crazy psycho trying to look up in the mic because you can't see what's like, hi.
I got cranky again today, not having a hard time finding trailers. Hard time finding good trailers. Not having a hard time finding trailers.
Well,
hard
no,
time finding
and
good trailers.
Wait, it's not just finding good trailers, it's also finding good independent trailers. Because I found a ton of trailers, but they're not independent. They're done by major studios, or they're done by major celebrities, or people that we should know because they've been on your TV or they've been in the film industry for the past 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. So I found a lot of those.
So what we might do is start focusing, like we did last year, on the shows that we find during the IWTV submission voting process for nominations. And we have a couple of shows that we're going to share with you tonight that we did find during our early stages of voting. But what we might do over the next couple of weeks is focus on the shows that we find that are new to us and hopefully new to you. And give the chance of good trailers to build up and give us a chance to talk to creators and get permission to show you trailers and look for some new blood out there. Because there's some stuff out there that we saw this week that isn't great. And I get cranky. You all know I get really cranky when we start looking for trailers and everything is crap. So.
And I have to deal with it.
And yeah.
Y'all don't have to deal with it. You had to deal with it for like an hour. I had to deal with it for all week long. And more. And then I get irritated because then I see what she's seen and I show her what I've seen. It's just a big ball.
Because I make her watch them. So I have to share my pain.
Insanity! That's what I want.
So the first one that we're going to share with you is a returning show. Their second season has just started. They are an independent production fund show in Canada. Woo. And they are a multiple award-winning show in the web space. And this is their season 2 trailer. And then after you see this, I hope that it really, inspires you to go and watch not only their second season, but go back and watch their first season as well. This is the trailer, the second season trailer for Ruby Sky PI.
This place is full of tales of bravery. I'm surrounded by terrifying paranormal activity. Let's get this seance started.
Tell us why your spirit haunts this library.
People ask me, Ruby, how do you get yourself into these situations?
I see a handsome man.
Ava's dead.
Ava O'Deary?
Lillian O'Shite.
Yes.
Henry.
Accounted for.
There's someone in here with us. Or something.
Prove your worth by discovering my will. Do you know where the will is?
I want you to go on the web, see if Ava had any accounts on social networks.
You, my dear, are a regular Sherlock Holmes.
That wasn't a ghost. It was a corpse. There's a difference. We're locked in. You have totally lost your mind, Ruby Sky. I'd be any more wrong about people.
Oh, aren't you so sweet? Get her!
Not again.
And watch out for rabbit holes.
It's a great show, and it is worth watching. And how for a second didn't you be like, Peter Dinklage?
Yeah, for just a second.
It's
was
a
like,
good
wait.
trailer. The second season has started off with a bang. You can find them on Facebook.com/RubySkyPI. That's SKYE. And their website is RubySkyPI, all one word, .com.
They've grown a lot.
They have grown a lot.
And
they
they've
really,
gotten,
really have.
I think, what is it, IFC? Is that it?
IPF, the Independent
IPF,
Production
that's
Fund.
right, yes. IPF has done them wonders, I think.
Yeah.
If you don't know what IPF is, look it up. It's a Canadian fund for web series. So,
The Independent Production Fund.
yeah, it's very cool.
So, definitely check them out and tell them if you're a first-time watcher, a viewer, let them know that you're a first-time viewer and that you heard about them here on Indie Intertube. Now, the next thing we want to talk about, if you listen to our podcast, that Once You Leave episode 11 was chosen as the Indie Intertube Drama of the Week this past week. We are huge fans of Once You Leave here.
I don't want it to end.
I don't want it to end either. Hopefully we're going to have Nate and Kayla on the podcast after their finale airs on Tuesday. So at some point, we'll get them on the podcast soon, we hope, to talk about the full season of Once You Leave and how it's changed them and what it means for them and what they'll be doing in the future and maybe pushing for a second season.
Maybe. I don't know, because Nate said it was sort of an all-inclusive
I know, but
season, but I could totally see it.
I can totally see it going for a
direction.
second season, and I'm anxious to watch the finale, and I'm dreading it. It's such a good show. For those of you who are members of the IWTV, I hope that when you see it in the submissions for drama and acting and cinematography, whatever it is that Nate submitted it for, that you will give it a good look amongst all the other series and grade it however you see fit.
You know, you could totally do a second season around the lives of all the people that Kayla ran into.
Yeah, you could.
And just have it be that, and have each episode be a showcase on that character that
yeah,
she
and
met
now
in
after
following
the
episode.
finale airs, they're still going to be doing some behind-the-scenes videos and some extra stuff, and you're going to get to read the last of Rachel's blog. It's such a good show. Episode 11, it's going to be hard to top that, but I think they might actually do it. So check out, this is the episode 12, aka finale teaser from Once You Leave.
Next time on Once You Leave.
Hey, Kayla, you remember when you were younger?
I know, and I don't want it to end. I really don't. You?
No. It needs to keep going.
I know. It's such a beautiful show. I can't wait to see what they do next, but I kind of want what they do next to be more of the story. And yet not, because I want to see what else Kayla can do, and I want to see what else especially Nate Locklear can do. And I agree with Brenda in the chat room. Kayla does have a really, really perfect angsty face, don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, the next one that we want to share with you guys And I don't want to zip through these too quickly, but hey, there's no football on today. Well, there is, but the Bucks aren't playing, and the Dallas Cowboys aren't playing, so. My college team lost yesterday and have dropped in the rankings now out of the top 10. They're number 12 or 11, something like that. But this is one that we talked about when it first came out. And it's based on a viral video, and it's an interactive web musical that is now a live stage play.
So good. It's so good.
How many episodes have you seen? Have you seen them all?
I didn't see them all, but I remember I watched the first couple episodes. It's just like, really? And I've seen the actual prison and stuff that it's based on.
Mm-hmm.
So, and those videos. So I just think it's awesome. I think it's
because
awesome.
they did the web series, and they're going to be part of the New York Theater Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Sold out shows, audience outside in hopes of standing room only. It was started to be presented on stage in 2010.
Yep. In
Toronto. And I believe the web series happened later, didn't it?
Yeah, it came out, was it this year?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I remember months ago we had discussed that the guy behind it was going to make it a web series. And I think that was back in like February or March. I can't quite remember. But then it came up to this. So, yeah.
It's called Prison Dancer, and it is based on the viral video that I'm sure that you've all seen, where the prisoners were dancing to Michael Jackson. It is an outstanding web series and absolutely deserving of a look. This is the trailer for Prison Dancer.
To some, the idea of dancing prisoners seems absurd. But for the 1,000 prisoners inside this prison, dancing is more than choreography. It's a way of life.
So we dance and we stomp the floors and we clap our hands and we scream for more. So we dance and we stomp the floors and we clap our hands and we scream for more. I believe it's happening to me. It's happening to change my body. I can feel it.
Christian, it's time to rehearse. Down.
That is epic.
It was so much better than I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Now you can, yeah. Did you anticipate that it was going to be awesome sauce before you ever saw it?
I think so, because the viral videos of that prison were awesome sauce in and of themselves. And I find it interesting because a lot of people's comments towards the video itself, as well as towards this web series, seems to be like, oh, we're glorifying criminals and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
it's like, well, you know what?
kind of missed the point of it there.
They're in there for life. So, but that prison has records for having one of the lowest violent inmate against inmate rates in the world. It's insane.
And you can check them out on facebook.com/prisondancer, on their website at prisondancer.com, or on Twitter at prisondancer. Once again, let them know you heard about them here on Indie Intertube. I like the idea of a musical web series, and I know that we're talking about there's another one coming based out of New York. And
really?
It's just your headphones. To be fine.
Try not to break them.
I'm not going to break them. It's all good. Now, there's some web series that we're showing you trailers for this week. There's at least a couple of them that we don't have any information on. So if you're the creator of one of these series, or you know the creator of one of these series, or you can find information on it that we didn't have time to look for, please feel free to tweet us at indie_intertube, or Facebook us, or email us at static@indieintertube.tv, and let us know all the information that you know or that you can find about these shows, or encourage the creators to contact us so that we can explore them a little bit more fully, because we were intrigued by their trailers and couldn't find any information. It is a real... Listen, putting your show up on YouTube isn't enough. You've got to let people know how to find it. You have to go out there and look for an audience.
Yeah, there has to be a way for us to reach you. You have to... YouTube is great. YouTube is a great tool. But at the end of the day, unless your video is a viral video, Or, unless you're doing, it's a production company like Machinima. Even Machinima has a website. So you need
to have a website,
something
a
else
Twitter,
that people
a
can engage
Facebook.
in.
Hell, if you really want to get into it, you should be on Tumblr. You should be everywhere that you can be in order to encourage people to watch this, on every forum that you can be, every place that you can share the passion of what you're creating. And we're going to talk about some interesting things that some of these web series that we're talking about have done to kind of, get people to watch their show. And Prison Dancer is one of them. That they have a Facebook, they have a Twitter, they're on YouTube. They're everywhere. And they give people the opportunity to support them by donating to the web series. And you really need to get people out there. They have their Facebook and Twitter feeds on their website. You need this. You cannot just throw a show up on Twitter and expect people to find it.
On YouTube.
Or Twitter. Or just any single social media platform.
Or something. I mean,
Vimeo, whatever it is.
And a lot of people say, well, isn't that oversaturation? That's too much. That's, I'm going to be everywhere. Well, that's kind of the point. You need to be everywhere.
You need to be everywhere. You know what I mean?
So people can find you. Because you're going to find people that don't use Facebook at all. You're going to find people that hate YouTube. You're going to find people that don't like Twitter. You're going to find people that have found your show through a different means of current technology that's not what you initially decided. Because that's how everybody is. Everybody's different and they want different things. So, I'm not an avid Facebooker, but I find a lot of stuff through Twitter.
Well, I'm on Facebook all the time, but I don't find web series that way. It's too difficult.
Right. It takes forever. Anyway.
And the next one that we're going to show you is one that, other than their YouTube channel, we can't find any information about them. None. Nada. Zero zilch. And it's unfortunate because this one looks really good. This is the trailer, and we'll talk a little bit about it afterwards. This is the trailer for a web series called The Citizen. Got that one pulled up?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Not for roads untraveled, weep not for sights unseen. May your love never end, and if you need a friend, there's a seat here alongside me.
Sometimes bad shit happens to good people, and what am I supposed to do about it?
Oh, well, there's their Facebook right at the end.
Well, yeah, their Facebook.
Yeah.
But yeah. But, see, their Facebook was not on their YouTube, was it?
No.
See?
But I'm pulling it up right now. There we go.
That's the other thing. If you have a show, and that show or you or your production company has a Facebook, always put it in your comments. Always
so their Facebook
somewhere.
is facebook.com/wearethe.citizen. But I'm really liking that trailer.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a TV show, and for the love of God, I cannot think of the name of it. And I had it right on the tip of my tongue earlier, and I should have written it down.
Who was in it?
It was an older, distinguished actor, and he would come in. It's like the Eliminator, or he would come in and he would save people. He would help people who were in like deep, deep trouble. He wasn't really a PI. He was
a good model citizen, right? He was
no,
like a vigilante, but not.
He was
really.
a vigilante.
It wasn't the Guardian, was it?
I don't think it was called The Guardian.
Sure.
Yeah, it might have been The Guardian, but I don't think so.
No.
What does the chat room say?
That was a lawyer show.
What is the chat? Somebody has to know.
Somebody's got to know. Somebody's watched that show. You don't know.
Everybody watched that show.
You have no. Well, what year? Like what?
We're talking late 80s.
Late 80s. Okay.
Mid to late 80s.
Early 90s, or was it canceled before then?
Oh, you know what? It might have been The Guardian. Nope, it was not The Guardian.
No, not The Guardian, because it's got Thomas, what's his name in it? That's
Older guy. I want to say he was a Brit. Yes, the old British guy. Yes, Brenda. That's the one. What the hell was the name of that show? The Equalizer.
The Equalizer. Oh, wow. Okay. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah! Thank you, Brenda White.
Equalizer.
The Citizen reminds me when I watch the trailer, think of The Equalizer.
With Edward Woodward.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So Placefine got that one. It was Lance.
He was
the
a
Equalizer.
retired intelligence officer with...
Yes.
Yeah,
I loved that show.
Yeah,
I loved that show. And there have been a lot of kind of shows that have come after that, like The Guardian, like the one with Benjamin Bratt that was very short-lived, that have kind of played up on that kind of thing. But I love shows like that.
Yeah.
Love shows like that.
Go
I would
with
love to see a
Jack.
web series similar to The Pretender, too.
Like, everybody was on that show, too.
Who, Equalizer?
Yeah,
Oh, I
like-
know. Like, everybody guest starred on that show.
Kevin Spacey, Macaulay Culkin, Vincent D'Onofrio, John Goodman, Melissa Joan Hart, Adam Ant, David Alan Grier, Lori Petty, the Beastie Boys, Olympia Dukakis, Chris Cooper, Stanley Tucci.
But that's
Charles
kind of a
Dutton,
universal
Cynthia
theme that
Nixon.
people can really get behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, everybody was in this show. Like, from Christine Baranski to Kevin Conway. Like, Meatloaf was in it. Like, everyone. Buscemi, Patricia Richardson, Oliver Platt, Laurie Metcalf, Jennifer Grey. Everyone was in this show. Now I remember. I'm like, wait a minute. Because now I'm... Okay. Yeah.
See? And didn't that trailer kind of remind you of that?
Yeah. Because the guy, the drummer for the Police wrote the theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that now. Dude, I'm going to have to find that.
What?
The Equalizer.
It was a great show. It really was. And that's what this trailer reminded me of.
That's a good comparison.
Because it was a really, really good show.
The Equalizer.
The Equalizer.
Doot, doot.
So I just posted on their Facebook and let them know that we were talking about them. So the next one that I want to talk to you about is from a channel on YouTube called Hello, My Name is Generic. And most of what they do is comedy. Mm-hmm. But this doesn't look like comedy at all. Oh. And they've set up a separate channel for it, but it is certainly done by them. Mm-hmm. We don't have a ton of information on what it's going to be about other than what we can glean from the trailer. But I hope we can learn more about it very, very soon. This is the trailer for a new web series called Beyond Human.
The world exists as you see it. You live your life day to day. You have perfectly crafted tunnel vision. There are no shadows lurking in the corner of your room. There is nothing under your bed, in your closet, watching you sleep. Your world exists solely as you see it. Your life is your own. Your decisions are insignificant. You are insignificant. A speck in the grand scheme of reality, only glimpsing the surface of existence. Your world exists only as we want you to see it. You don't need to turn around. There's nothing in the darkness, in the corner of your eye, just out of sight. You don't need to turn on the lights. You are safe. You are alone. You are in control.
It looks interesting, doesn't it?
That looks really cool.
I thought so too. That one looks really interesting. Especially, I think it's very interesting when you see companies that are primarily known for comedy branch out into something very, very different. I'm just reading about The Citizen.
Oh.
Yeah, because I saw somebody say, I'm so anxious to see episode 2. And then,
I love Riley.
And I haven't seen episode 1. I couldn't even find episode 1, huh?
So should I play the Jeopardy theme here?
No. Do not. Okay, the next show I got nothing on.
Okay.
Unless, once again, my blind ass self missed it in the fucking video. So I'm sorry if that's the case. But I'll tell you why I picked this trailer.
Why did you pick this trailer?
I picked this trailer because it's really, really pretty to look at. And one of the things that's really, really pretty to look at about it is it looks like something that Nate Locklear or Barry Dodge shot. It has the same kind of style that Nate Locklear, Once You Leave, has. Mm-hmm. It'd be interesting to see if anybody agrees with me or not. It looks like it's going to be for a soap.
Okay.
A kind of murder mystery maybe type soap.
Ooh.
This is the trailer for Springside.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Springside story. Interesting. Beautifully shot. If the show looks like the trailer, it's going to at least have that going for it, right?
Yeah. I'm intrigued. As simple as that was.
And the score's nice. Placefine's right about that.
The score's beautiful, and and it's a very simplistic series of shots. And it's sort of Ragged Isle meets Once You Leave.
See, Riley, Brenda's on it. Wondering if that knife is buried in a chest under the sand. Yeah, see? It's very intriguing that it can make you think stuff like that without really showing you anything at all. I have to say, though, I'm really disappointed in the lack of good trailers coming out. Some of them I don't even get 2 seconds in. I'm like, nope. And that's, not fun.
Oh, my favorite are ones that we get emailed about, but this is better than anything you've ever seen, and it's 3 seconds.
See, Brenda said exactly what I said when the sound was down. It's Ragged Isle meets Ragged Isle, and Nate did the color correction.
Yeah.
See, it's very Nate Locklear's color palette and Ragged Isle's cinematography type.
Right, but with some of these shows, it's you're gonna see the best thing you've ever seen ever in the history of ever, and you get it, and in the first 30 seconds, you've got sound problems, lighting problems, bad acting, and bad story. And it's no, I've seen a lot of that.
Your trailer is, if you want your trailer to do its job, it's supposed to entice an audience to want to watch. Think about that for a second. To want to watch.
What do you want to watch? What do you want to see in a movie trailer? There's that one, I don't even know the name of the movie, but it's got Halle Berry and Tom Hanks in it, and it reminds me of What Dreams May Come, and I don't even care what it's about because I want to see
Cloud Code or something like that?
Yeah, Cloud Codes or Code of the Clouds. I have no idea. But the trailer in and of itself, I've heard nothing about the movie, knew that neither of these actors were doing it, and you see that trailer and you're like, what?
Yeah, the new Benicio del Toro, not Benicio del Toro.
Guillermo?
Weird guy. Director.
The other, yeah.
They did Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
His new horror movie trailer is
Guillermo.
kick-ass.
Del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
That new trailer is woo! Seriously.
Yeah.
That is a killer trailer. And I think it is because some shows are on hiatus and some shows haven't come back yet and some shows are gone and aren't coming back. I don't know. And plus, another reason to focus on the IWTV submissions that we have not seen is that we're kind of bogged down in watching some top quality stuff right now that has submitted themselves to the IWTV Awards. So it'll be fun to bring to light those shows that have submitted themselves in the last year to be considered for an IWTV Award and who have simply fallen through the cracks because Discovery isn't what it is all cracked up to be, or maybe they didn't market themselves well enough, or for whatever reason, nobody knows about them. I mean, hell, it's hard enough to market a show with big names. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
I have to say, and we're not featuring them this week, but we are emailing and messaging, back and forth to get them on our show. But I found one, as I'm voting for the dramas, called The Throwaways, which is a lesbian dramatic web series on Telefilm's site. Now, I know, you guys know that I cannot stand shows behind a paywall. And I still don't think that model is going to work. It may work in the small, like for Venice, or it may work for Telefilms. But I think in the long run, putting shows behind a paywall limits the size your audience could become, and it limits a lot of other things. And I don't think that it is going to be the funding model or the distribution model that overall the space is going to go with. I just don't like shows behind a paywall. I don't like shows that are geo-blocked. But I have to say, I was very impressed with this show. Were you not?
Yes.
I was very impressed with The Throwaway. So hopefully we can get their permission to use a trailer and get them on the show to come on and talk to us about The Throwaways itself, and then maybe, being behind a paywall in general and talking about that. And I have to say, a huge thanks to Kim Teresi, because I have watched all of the episodes now of Pretty Dirty Secrets, and I have to watch Pretty Little Liars now.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel compelled to watch Pretty Little Liars before, but now I feel compelled to watch Pretty Little Liars entirely because of Pretty Dirty Secrets.
Oh.
So that web series has done what it set out to do. And I think that's fantastic. And yeah, Seth, I understand. I'm annoyed that the Breaking Point funding seems to be not happening, and we would be more than happy to step up and help Karen as well. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's why we need a better funding / distribution / discovery model in this space. Because clearly what's happening now, most of what's happening now is either crowdfunding or it's the ways that traditional television funds their shows, trying and us all trying to pigeonhole it into this space. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this space is not traditional television space, and it never will be. Sure, pretty soon you're going to be able to watch anything on your television set in the living room or your mobile device or whatever, and it's not going to matter where it was created. But the creation space is much smaller, and it is going to be different. And if it's not going to be ad-funded, which I still think there's a way to do that, but if it's not going to be ad-funded, there needs to be a better way than each individual show being pretty much on their own to crowdfund or raise money however they can.
Right.
Or to be behind a paywall. Neither of which I think is the optimum for this space. But I don't want to bore everybody with that. We have more shows to talk about. I just don't think, and Lance just basically said the same thing, I don't think traditional television-styled monetization is going to work in this space. I just don't think it is. It can't. So you're not going to be able to have that traditional television mindset and come into this space and expect we have to have a better way.
Yeah.
And it's out there. It's out there. I just don't think, when you put shows behind a paywall, then you're asking your audience to choose how many shows they watch. Because if every show was for pay,
Yeah.
now at least with Telefilms, you're getting a number of shows for that monthly price, and with Just the Story, you're getting a number of shows for that monthly price. You're not just getting one. But when you put individual shows behind a paywall, then you're saying to your fans, pick. And if every show put themselves behind an individual paywall, I wouldn't be able to watch more than a handful of shows. Because, you know, I've got other things to pay for. I have bills to pay.
Well, and that's sort of like Seth just said, too, that crowdsourcing will only do so much eventually. Because right now, crowdsourcing is the thing. That's what everybody is doing. And the problem with that is it's eventually going to dwindle because everybody is doing it. And to me, it's, if you're making a production, you almost have to make it the contingency plan to be self-sufficient. You know, like you have to crowdfund for your first year, and in that first year, you also have to somehow make yourself self-sufficient to continue on in additional years.
Whether it be large sponsors or local sponsors, you don't have to go for big sponsors. Local sponsors are good too.
So, I don't know. But yeah, like Riley said, it's also better to pay for a whole channel than one show.
Exactly. Now, I would gladly pay for several different channels if I was going to get regular, original programming.
Yeah. Either that or, you know what, I would pay a sort of network fee if you could negotiate, like, say I pay $25 a month, and that gets me 3 different channels, and all 3 of those channels programmings, and it gets split up appropriately between the 3.
But even YouTube, which claims to have all of this premium content, it's still impossible to find real premium content.
Yeah, unless it's
especially dramatic content.
Big budget.
There's more.
Unless it's big budget.
But the whole point of me wanting to watch independent television content is that I don't want to watch big names.
Exactly. I want to watch new people.
I want to see new people. I want to see new ideas. I want to see fresh, passionate, talented voices creating content and stories for me. And I'm not seeing it. What I'm seeing is the networks coming into our space and recycling shit that they've already done on traditional television, or shows that didn't get picked up for traditional television. Well, guess what? I want to see something different.
Yeah.
The internet's going to be all about niche programming and talking directly to your audience, because this is just us right here. There is no middleman between us. If you guys don't like something that we do, trust me, we hear about it.
Yeah. It's not like it gets routed through 5 different people until we get somebody
and that,
who's just going to sugarcoat it.
The talent is kept completely...
Ooh, we're just kept in the dark.
It's all the same people, and we hear what you're saying, and we respond to it or try to. And it's just very, very immediate. We are very specific in what we do and what we talk about. And we're lucky enough to be able to do that, and so are all of the creators out there. And so are the audience members. Those of you who are fans of web series, you don't realize how lucky you are. You would never get the opportunity to have the kind of interaction that you can have with web series creators and writers and directors and actors. You have the kind of opportunity for access to them that you will never, ever, ever have with J.J. Abrams or Joss Whedon or Shonda Rhimes. Shonda Rhimes is just going to write a blog and say, get over it.
Right.
She's not going to respond to you individually because she's excited that you're watching her show.
The only time you might possibly get that individual response is if you go to a Comic-Con and see them on a panel and maybe beat 20 other people to a mic. Outside of that, you're not getting it. And you're still not going to get what you want. And you're still not going to get the questions answered that you want answered in a manner that you wish you had answered if you were doing it like this. So, yeah.
It's true.
Next trailer.
Yeah.
We gotta keep it happy.
Okay, next trailer. This is for a show. Thank you. Big shout out goes out to Hitman 101 for suggesting this show to me. And this show, and it's very interesting. I think Placevine has done a story on them already. I'm not sure. But the way that they have gotten attention for their show is very, very interesting because they have used Reddit a lot to promote their show.
Right.
And they have had a ton of responses to their show. And it's very, very interesting. You can find the show at facebook.com/Vault Show. And their website is thevaulttheshow.com. Now, they had 3 teasers that were out, but we couldn't really condense those 3 teasers into anything. So what we're going to show you today to introduce you to the vault is their prologue episode 0. And I think when you see it, as somebody who doesn't follow Reddit a lot, but just because I get bogged down in a whole lot of shit on Reddit.
Riley kind of nailed it.
I didn't know about this show. Well, Reddit can be a big pain in the ass. But as soon as I saw this trailer, I was all in. And I'm a couple of episodes into the series already, and I'm really into it. And I like it a lot, and it's very intriguing. So this is the trailer for The Vault. I'm totally in. Now,
really
I mislabeled that a trailer. It is not a trailer. That is their episode 0, their prologue episode. I'm all in. I want to check it out. Now, it doesn't intrigue me as much as The Room, which never came back. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah. Wait, the one they having to figure out a murder or something?
No, the one where if you lied, they knew it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one.
That web series?
Yeah.
It's not as intriguing to me as that.
There was a murder in the lie.
But they have a lot of episodes. I think they have a bunch of episodes up that you can check out. And with new episodes coming. So, there's plenty to check out. But I really liked The Room.
Yeah.
That was one that I was intrigued by, and I wish it would have come back.
Not Silent Hill's The Room.
No. But this one does look really intriguing, and I really like what they've done on Reddit because they have a lot of excitement built around their show. Now, no matter how you feel about Reddit, they've still, or whether you spend time on it or whatever, Reddit can do a lot of good. And with this show, it has been. And it just kind of it just kind of shows that you need to use every avenue you can think of to promote your show. And sometimes you strike lightning. And I see Anna saying it looks weird to her. I think it does look weird. I think it's meant to look weird. But I really want to check it out and kind of watch it all and then make a judgment there. The prologue episode is intriguing enough for me to want to watch more. 2 more shows. And then a couple of things to talk to you guys about. Check out that growing audience. We're so glad to see you guys here and back with us now that we are consistently back with you on a Sunday. And we need your help. We want to build this audience. We are very, very close to 100,000 total views of this show.
Yep.
100,000 total views of this show. We are, and Brenda knows exactly what the number is, and I'm not looking at it right now. You probably are.
97,737.
97,737 prior to the start of tonight's show. We need your help.
Yeah.
Let people know about this show. Help us spread the word. Help us fill this chat room. Help us spread the word about our show. Help us get to 100,000 viewers, overall views of the show. And when we do, we will do something special. I don't know what, but we will give something away to a special viewer at that point.
And
we'll have some kind of giveaway when that happens.
Especially if we could do it by next week, because next week will be our 50th show.
Oh, if we could do it by next week on our 50th show, that would be awesome. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think that's going to happen. Probably should have set that goal up.
A while ago? Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, you have to think, we started at 97,000, and we have 1,580 watching right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's 98 right there, plus the 5.
It could be done.
It could be done by next week.
We could do it next week. We could break
Sunday.
100,000 views.
So tell everybody.
On the date of our 50th show, which is next Sunday, with your help. We could do that.
Yeah. So that could be awesome.
That would be awesome. That would really, really be awesome.
If we could do it during the show. That would be the shit.
We could do it.
We could do it.
Okay, now the last 2 that we want to talk to you guys about are shows that, once again, we found them during the voting process that we are going through right now as members of the IWTV. Amanda and I are both active voting members of the IWTV, and I am lucky enough to represent the creators on the board of directors of the IWTV, which I'm very proud and honored to do. The first show I want to talk about is called Epilogue, and it was submitted in the dramatic category.
Ooh, 1,600.
It is shot in Missouri, so yay shows outside of New York and LA. Their Facebook is facebook.com/epilogue. Epilogue web series. Their website is epiloguetheseries.com, and you can find them on Twitter at Epilogue Series. They actually also are connected friend-wise, and I think with some of the cast and crew as a crossover with Jason Brazier's Drifter Broken Road, the series, and Stage Fright, the series, which is also coming from American Wasteland Entertainment. And Jason Brazier is also an associate producer on Indie Interstate, which is coming. So that's very, very cool. And I have to say, I was really, really intrigued when I watched the episode that they had submitted. Intrigued enough to go back, find their entire first season, and watch it. And we'll be reviewing it on Wednesday. And then find their trailer so that I could share it with you. I specifically wrote it down because I wanted all of you to see this show. Because I'm a sci-fi geek, and Amanda's a sci-fi geek, and I know a lot of you are too. And I'll be damned if good sci-fi is not hard to find.
Right?
Crap sci-fi is easy to find.
Easy to find.
Good sci-fi, bad to find. And that's just the way that it is, right?
Genre. Sci-fi fantasy, so yeah. Yeah.
This is the... Well, you know what? Let's just stop talking about it. This is the trailer for Epilogue, the series.
Reported infections are on the decline, but the latest numbers show the global death toll at 55%.
The entire world is dying.
Pretty much everybody from the foster home's gone now.
You're sure this next mission will work?
If your research is correct, the key to stopping the current pandemic lies in your 14th century French village.
My research is never wrong.
Comment allez-vous, my ass?
If but for one child, we might not have this pandemic. Might not have war. We might not be able to go to the recent future, but that doesn't mean we can't go back.
We were standing in medieval France, and you flashed back to some collusion sandbox!
You asshole!
With everything that's going on, walking out that door, that one little change, you could destroy this timeline too.
I remember that one.
Yes, it is really good. And Brenda, Venice Riley, let me tell you, there are a lot of episodes up. So you don't have to have the headache of getting one or two in and not being able to watch more. There are a number of episodes up because the show premiered actually in July. So you definitely need to look that one up. And like I said, there's actually some crossover between the cast and crew of Epilogue and the cast and crew of Drifter Broken Road, which is very, very cool. They're all filmed in Missouri, which I think is awesome. And I was really, really impressed. So, now, this last one.
Yes.
I'm not even sure the trailer does it justice. I found this one in my voting. And then I started exploring them on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And I need to find their Facebook because I'm telling you. Now, you've seen the trailer, Amanda. Mm-hmm. I love the takeoff in the title.
Yeah.
And I am in love with this show. Their website is Where the Bears Are TV. It is a comedy.
Where the Bears Are.
They have 19 episodes up.
Yep.
Their Twitter is at Where the Bears Are. No, I'm sorry. Their Twitter is at Where the Bears letter R. Their Facebook is Where the Bears Are.
Like
they're
Toys
on
R
YouTube
Us?
and they're on YouTube and Vimeo. Their website again is Where the Bears Are TV. They are selling gear. Actually, to raise money to help them raise money to do season 2. I don't think their trailer does it justice. Their first episode is laugh out loud, drop you on the floor, funny. And Tuck Watkins from One Life to Live does some guest appearances in the show. And Brenda really hit it. It is a series about bears.
Just show it. Don't ruin
But
it.
just check out the trailer and then we'll talk a little bit more. This is Where the Bears Are.
There is some guy passed out in our bathtub.
Hey, buddy, party's over.
I think he's dead.
Jacob's death has been reclassified a homicide.
Word gets out we have a dead guy in the house. There's nobody in town who'll come over here and have sex with us. Not from Scruff, Growler, Craigslist.
Craigslist, really?
Was there anyone else in the house when you discovered the body?
Just my boyfriend. Oh, Nelson, boyfriend already?
The guy is amazingly hot.
Well, you know, they say the way to a man's heart is...
Well, after dinner like that, you're gonna get a little more than my heart.
I'm calling the police.
You know, I'm just a visitor here, so I should probably get going anyway.
Well, that's weird. Why wouldn't you want to talk to the police?
Say something.
Well, I think it's obvious that we both find each other attractive. And...
No. I mean, say testing 1, 2, 3.
So I figure if the program works for Jennifer Hudson, why wouldn't it work for me?
And thank you so much for signing my authentic wood burns dildo.
Yeah. Is there somewhere I can wash my hands?
Did you have to kill some poor sap at my 40th birthday party just to ruin it?
None of what you just said is the truth, especially the part about you turning 40.
I would love to work here.
Let's go fill out the paperwork. And of course, you're gonna have to give me a blowjob.
Totally understandable.
That's right. I could go around the corner and top that hot Armenian guy at the Flower Mart, or I can bottom for this guy right over here.
Is this really a contest you need to win right now? I'm getting herpes just listening to it.
About time you bitches came to my show. I told you before, I need bears here. That way if it's half full, it still looks packed.
I was invited to a bear event. It was called a barbecue.
You gotta figure out what the hell happened before we're all end up in prison getting raped.
Oh, honey, I don't think you have much to worry about.
That's a screwdriver.
Yeah, and?
And it's 8 in the morning, drunkie.
I don't incriminate against anyone. I sleep with all races.
Hurry, Santiago! Yeah, hurry! Don't hurt me!
Shut the fuck up.
My friend Chip bought Sharon Tate's house in 1972, hasn't been laid since.
Like, that's the worst of his problems.
And the trailer doesn't do it justice. Absolutely does not do it justice. That first episode cracked my shit up. And I've known a fair amount of bears in my day. From working in a gay bar and from running a store and just from being involved in political activism within the community and getting involved in Pride. And it's funny. The trailer is really good. The website pops, very professionally done, very, very well done. The dialogue and the acting, everything is very, very well done. And it's hilarious. Now, I don't think Gift of Amber will be watching it anytime soon.
Probably
but
not.
I would bet you money that Riley would laugh her ass off at it. And I know Seth will love it if he hasn't seen it before. And it was submitted for an IWTV award. I hope that people just don't discount them because of the subject matter. I think it's fucking hilarious. There are some really, really good moments. The whole CPAP thing in the first episode cracks my shit up. I absolutely love it. And it's such a subculture of the gay community that people don't know a lot about. And it's funny. The show is funny. It's hysterical. It really is just, it's funny. I love shows like that. And, by the same token, you turn around and watch something like that Tello Films has, like Cowgirl Up, and it's funny. It's in its own way, too. And The Throwaways is fantastic.
Yes, Kathy Griffin needs to guest star.
Oh, she totally does.
Oh, my God.
She totally does.
That would be insane.
That's the kind of comedy that just, I would love to hear from you guys about what you thought of that show. And please, if you like it, tell them that you heard about it here on Indie Intertube. That is pretty much it for us today. Now, coming up on the podcast on Wednesday, we are going to have Scott Brown and a couple of the other creative minds behind Stockholm on the show. And that should be interesting because Scott Brown is a freaking genius in this space, and it's always interesting to talk to him. What else? I got some shows to get caught up on. Some shows that we want to feature. I'm still trying to put together some questions that I can shoot off to the Bloody Mary show. Episode 5 is up and we haven't watched it yet. So,
What?
I know, right? But hey, there are some things we want. Dishonored. We're getting back into video gaming. Some new stuff is coming out. Dishonored comes out on the 9th. So I'm putting my pennies together to go and pick up my pre-order on the 9th.
Woo!
Of Dishonored.
We got a call from GameStop.
Got a call from
saying
GameStop today saying it was going to be in.
They have a web series if you didn't already know.
And Dishonored has a web series. They have an animated steampunk web series as a companion to the video game. And we'll be talking about that on Wednesday a little bit, and maybe we'll show you the trailer next week on this show. Let's see, what else? Assassin's Creed 3 comes out at the end of this month. We'll also be picking that up. Next month, Halo 4. Excited about that. But I think you all know that I am only waiting. My PS3 and my Xbox, my PS3 is sitting in there all lonely.
For Dead Space.
Because Dead Space 3 is coming. Dead Space 3 is coming in February. Just say it with me, Dead Space 3 is coming.
Okay, wait, can I tell you something? There are 2116 views right now.
Mm-hmm.
If we pass 2263, we hit 100,000 views.
What?
Yeah. That's what, yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So, join us on Wednesday to talk to and with Scott Brown and about Stockholm, which you've seen the trailer here on this show. Know that on November 4th, right here on this show, we will be the home of the world premiere Season 3 trailer for Divinity.
Oh, snap.
And let me tell you what, we saw this trailer. We were lucky enough to be the first people to see the color-corrected trailer outside of the creators, and it is amazing. I cannot wait to see Season 3 of the Divinity, and we can't wait to share the Season 3 trailer with all of you. There's more Fumbling Through the Pieces coming. Now, make sure that you check out all of the shows that we mentioned today. Ruby Sky PI, Season 2. The Once You Leave finale is Tuesday on One More Lesbian. And after that, it will be on YouTube, or on their website, Once You Leave. You do not want to miss that. Make sure you check out Prison Dancer at Prison Dancer on Twitter. The Citizen, The Vault Show, which already has a number of episodes up. Beyond Human, Springside Story, Epilogue, which has a number of episodes up, and Where the Boys Are. You can find them at where the boys are. Where the bears are. The bears. Where the bears are TV. God. Damn it. What is going on with me?
63 more views.
It was watching the Florida State Seminoles lose yesterday. It messed me up. It did. That and these bloody storms that have been happening all the time. You know what? That's all we've got today. That's it.
Woo.
So here's what we need from you guys. We need your help. We want to hit 100,000 views next week.
We've got 50 more views until we get to 100,000.
Well, it's obviously not going to happen today, which is fine. It would be great to happen on Sunday on our 50th show. Anyway, what we also need from you is, you know what? If you know of a web series that you haven't heard us talk about, please let us know. Can you put the stuff up there on the screen?
30.
This is how you find us. IndieIntertube.tv at Indie_Intertube. Static at IndieIntertube.tv and Facebook.com/IndieIntertube. We want to hear from you. What web series do you love? What ones do you think that we need to check out and share the trailers
10.
and or clips or interviews with here on our show? Let us know, because you know what? If this isn't even about us, this is about you. And The Guild Season 6?
2 more views.
Season 6 of The Guild has premiered. Go and watch that.
Done.
Let us know what you think.
We're done.
What? We're done what?
2264.
Woo! Let's hope we did it.
101,000 views. It's not
Yay!
official yet. It's not official until the counter on the thing says it, but we only needed 2263, and we have 2272 total views as of right now.
So it happened right here live. You guys did it.
100,000 views and counting.
100,000 total views of Indie Intertube TV and counting. Are you happy?
Woo! That was awesome. I didn't think we were going to do that.
I didn't either. That's awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys made it happen.
Holy crap.
Thank you. Next week on the show, we are going to be talking about web series we're discovering through the voting process of the IWTV Award submissions and nominations. We hope that you'll look forward to that, and we hope that you'll let all of the shows that you heard about today know on their Facebook, Twitter, website, whatever it takes, that you, if you like their show, and that you heard about them right here on Indie Intertube.
Yeah. Which now it has 100 more
Which
views.
now has 100,000
plus
100,100
views.
And remember,
we're still climbing.
Without you, there is no us. We don't have any more trailers to show, do we?
No, we don't. At 8:09 p.m.
So there it is. Guys, join us on Wednesday on the podcast when our guest will be Scott Brown et al. From Stockholm, the series, and next Sunday when we will be sharing more web series trailers for you. And don't forget, Once Upon a Time is starting on the East Coast right now. And then Good Wife is coming on after that, and then 666. If you don't feel like watching network programming, email us because we will be glad to provide you with a list of web series anytime you ask. Put the things back up on the screen again.
Oh, coming.
Contact. Hey, get a hold of us at one of these things and let us know what kinds of shows you like to watch. And we will be happy to provide you with a list of web series that we think that you would like. We are happy to do it for anybody who asks. And remember, once again, without us, without you, there is no us. Woo. Thank you for helping us reach that goal, that milestone. Next week is our 50th.
Yet, so it might be early celebration.
Yeah,
so
we might be too early. There,
but we're at 2374 total. We needed 2263.
Next week is our 50th show, and we'll see you then. Good night, everybody.
Woo! That's awesome!
The internet. It's not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. Surely anyone here has defined what net neutrality is. Tangled up tubes. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. I got it. It's a series of